Hello, bold and beautiful faithful. If you're anything like us, you've been glued to your screens, hearts pounding with every twist and turn in the lives of our favorite Forrester, Logan, and Spencer clans. Today's episode was a roller coaster of emotions that left us gasping, whispering, and rewinding scenes just to catch every nuanced glance and loaded word. If you missed each or if you're one of those binge watchers who needs a dramatic recap to relive the magic, buckle up. We're diving deep into the whirlwind that unfolded in the glittering yet treacherous world of high fashion, family feuds, and forbidden desires. This isn't just a summary. It's a full-blown dissection of the drama that has everyone from the boardrooms of Forrester Creations to the cozy corners of Il Giardino buzzing. And trust us, by the end of this over 2,000-word epic recap, you'll feel like you were right there in the thick of it, tissues in hand and popcorn scattered everywhere. Let's start with the bombshell that's shaking the very foundations of Los Angeles' elite social circle. Help Logan and Liam Spencer are engaged. Yes, you read that right. The on-again, off-again saga of Lope, as the die-hard fans affectionately call them, has reignited with a spark that could rival the fireworks over the Hollywood sign. The news broke like a thunderclap earlier today, spreading faster than a viral Forrester gown sketch on social media. Whispers turned to shouts in the hallowed halls of Forrester Creations, where designers paused mid-stitch and executives abandoned their coffee runs. By midday, the entire Logan and Spencer families were in the Nobrick Logan, beaming with that signature mix of maternal pride and triumphant glee. Bill Spencer slapping Liam on the back with a gruff attaboy, and even Steffi Forrester raising a perfectly arched eyebrow in reluctant approval. Or was that jealousy? More on that later. But the ripple effects didn't stop at bloodlines. No, this engagement has tentacles reaching into every corner of the drama web. Carter Walton, the ever-dashing chief operating officer at Forrester and a man whose heart has been a battlefield more times than we can count, got the scoop alongside his current flame. The stunning and sophisticated Daphne. Picture the scene, a sun-drenched conference room overlooking the sprawling LA skyline, papers strewn about like confetti from a wedding that hasn't happened yet. Carter's phone buzzes as a text from Hope herself, complete with a selfie of her and Liam, her left hand strategically positioned to showcase that glittering diamond ring. The room falls silent. Daphne, ever the supportive partner, forces a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes. "That's wonderful news," she says, her voice a carefully modulated blend of enthusiasm and restraint. But Carter. Oh, Carter's face is a masterpiece of controlled turmoil, a jaw clenched so tight it could crack walnuts, eyes flickering with a storm of memories that refused to stay buried. Rewind just a few months, or was it weeks? Time blurs in soap opera land, and Carter was the one slipping a ring onto Hope's finger. They were this close to walking down the aisle, visions of forever dancing in their heads. He had planned it all. The romantic proposal under a canopy of stars at the Forrester estate, the bespoke suit tailored to perfection. The vows that promised to heal old wounds from Hope's endless carousel with Liam. But then came the gut-wrenching decision. Carter, in a moment of brutal honesty that still haunts him, called it off. Why? The shadows of Hope's unresolved feelings for Liam loomed too large, a ghost that whispered doubts into every shared kiss and future dream. "I can't compete with a legend," Carter had confessed in a voice raw with pain, tears glistening as he handed back the ring. It was a breakup that shattered Hope, left her reeling in a sea of confusion and heartbreak. But it was also meant to be his path to freedom, moving on. To building something real with someone who could love him without the baggage of exes and what-ifs. Fast forward to now, and Carter is desperately trying to stitch his heart back together with Daphne. She's everything a man could want on paper. Intelligent, ambitious, with a laugh that lights up rooms and a wardrobe that rivals any Forrester original. They've been spotted at galas, sharing intimate dinners at upscale bistros, and even collaborating on Forrester projects that hint at a power couple in the making. Daphne knows the score. She's no stranger to the complicated histories that define this town. "Take your time," she might whisper in those quiet moments after a long day, her hand gently tracing patterns on his arm. But deep down, we all know the truth. Getting over Hope Logan isn't a switch you flip. It's a slow burn, a daily battle against flashbacks of stolen glances across design tables, passionate nights that promised eternity, and the ick of what could have been. Carter's congratulations to the happy couple today. It was polite, professional, laced with a warmth that felt genuine. But watch his eyes. There's a flicker there, a shadow of regret that screams, "What if I'd fought harder? What if I'd been enough?" And Daphne, bless her poised heart, she should be thrilled. This is big news, monumental, even. Hope, her sort of rival in this tangled love quadrangle, or is it a pentagon now? Finally getting her fairy tale ending with the man she's chased through more breakups than we have fingers. In a weird, twisted way, this engagement feels like the universe handing Hope exactly what she's craved all along, Liam's undivided devotion. A ring that symbolizes commitment without the interference of baby mamas or corporate takeovers. Daphne could spin it positive anywhere free now, Carter. No more looking back. She could toast with champagne, post a supported story on her private socials, and dive headfirst into planning their own future. But human hearts don't work that way, do they? There's an undercurrent of unease, a subtle tension in the way she watches Carter watching Hope's Instagram glow up. Is Daphne secure enough to weather this storm, or will cracks start forming in their foundation, spiderwebbing out until everything shatters? The drama doesn't end with rings and regrets. Over at the more introspective side of town, Deacon Sharp bad boy turned reformed restaurateur deep in the throes of therapy with none other than the iconic Dr. Taylor Hayes. If the engagement news was a fireworks display, this subplot is a slow-simmering volcano, ready to erupt with lava-hot chemistry. Deacon, fresh off his latest personal crisis, remember his whirlwind with Sheila Carter. Yeah, we tried to forget too, has committed to these sessions as part of his redemption arc. He's showing up, folks in time, sober, and surprisingly vulnerable. Taylor, the world-renowned psychiatrist with a resume that includes mending the minds of Forresters, Logans, and everyone in between, has opted for a clinical reset this time around. No more blurring lines like in their past entanglements. This is textbook therapy. White coat metaphorically speaking, notepad in hand, questions probing the depths of Deacon's psyche with surgical precision. Imagine the office, soft lighting filtering through half-drawn blinds, the faint tick of a clock marking the seconds of unspoken tension. Taylor sits poised in her armchair, legs crossed, glasses perched on the bridge of her nose as she jots notes. "Tell me about your triggers, Deacon," she says, her voice steady, objective, drawing on decades of experience treating everything from PTSD to paternal abandonment issues. She's analytical to a fault, citing cognitive behavioral techniques, exploring attachment styles, even pulling out Freudian slips when Deacon rambles about his chaotic love life. Objectivity is key here, she reminds herself and perhaps him aloud, maintaining that professional distance like a fortress wall. No lingering eye contact, no casual touches, no slipping into the flirtatious banter that once defined their dynamic. But oh, the irony. Can Taylor really keep it clinical when the air between them crackles with electricity? Deacon leans forward, his rugged charm undimmed by age or adversity, those piercing eyes. That sly grin that says he's seen it all and lived to tell. As he opens up about his fears of repeating patterns, his voice drops to that husky timbre that could melt ice sculptures. Taylor shifts in her seat, a subtle flush creeping up her neck despite her best efforts. Flashbacks assault her, stolen kisses in hidden alcoves, passionate arguments that ended in embraces, a history that's as combustible as it is complicated. The chemistry isn't just strong, it's palpable, a magnetic pull that defies therapy protocols and professional ethics. Will she crack? Will an accidental brush of hands lead to a confession? Or will Taylor double down on her resolve, turning these sessions into a battleground of wills? This therapy arc isn't just filler, it's a masterclass in tension building. Deacon's progress is genuine. We see glimmers of growth as he confronts his daddy issues with Finn, his lingering guilt over Brooke, and his unconventional bond with Hope, his daughter. Lest we forget, Taylor's approach humanizes her, reminding us why she's a fan favorite, compassionate yet fierce, brilliant yet flawed. But the real drama lies in the what if. What if one session goes late, the office empties, and the professional facade crumbles? What if Deacon pushes a boundary, challenging Taylor's objectivity with a raw admission of attraction? The possibilities are endless. And today's episode teased just enough to leave us on the edge. Taylor ending the session abruptly with a clip. We'll pick this up next time, her pulse racing as Deacon's gaze lingers a beat too long. Tying it all together, today's Bold and the Beautiful was a symphony of contrasts, jubilant engagements clashing with quiet heartaches, clinical detachment warring with explosive passion. Hope and Liam's news dominates headlines, but it's the undercurrents, unspoken pains of Carter, the supportive strains in Daphne's smile, the therapeutic tightrope Taylor walks that elevate this from soap to saga. In a city where love is as fleeting as fashion trends, these characters remind us that happily ever after is never straightforward. Will Carter interrupt the wedding with a dramatic objection? Will Daphne issue an ultimatum? And will Deacon and Taylor's sessions heal? Or ignite? As the credits rolled with that iconic theme swelling, we were left pondering the fragility of the human heart. Stay tuned, Beauty Astoro promises more revelations, perhaps a confrontation at Il Giardino or a family dinner exploding into chaos. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on our channel for daily recaps, theories, and behind-the-scenes scoops. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Team Lope forever, or is Carter the one who got away? Until next time, keep it bold, keep it beautiful, and never underestimate the power of a well-timed glance. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe my channel for more updates on the Bold and the Beautiful.